So I'm gonna pass this so that you guys can just get a look at it.
Choux?
20 minutes.
You have 20 minutes of the class?
Yeah, we have 20 more minutes.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Chef Payne expects us to be here for the next 20 minutes.
I didn't realize class was going to be done that fast. I thought we still had like 30 minutes.
I did too.
Wait, so are we gonna not freeze this, but
She said it holds.
I can refrigerate this until next week and then we can bake it for sure.
Can we start with that next week?
Right.
Chef, when we freeze things, doesn't that take out the moisture? Like if we put it in there and then try to come back to it a week from now, it'll be a whole different product.
Depends on what it is. I can actually refrigerate this and it would be fine.
In a sealed container.
In a sealed container, yeah. I'm not gonna pipe it and refrigerate it. I'm just gonna put it into a quart container and
If
pipe
that
it.
got into the point where we started piping it, could you save that?
I would, yes, I would put it in the freezer and then I would defrost it in the fridge overnight and then put it in the oven. So how do I know this is done? I still have a little bit of eggs left. I test it with my finger and I pull a line all the way through. Because if you don't go deep enough, you're not gonna leave like enough of a line, to see the effect. Once you do that, your dough is gonna split. So you have to count to 5 seconds for the split sides to start to come back. They should come back within 5 seconds, 5 to 8 seconds, all right? If it holds a line and it doesn't come through, you need more eggs. If it comes back together too quickly, like within 3 seconds, like it's back, you added too many eggs. Okay? So
So it needs a little bit of
would you do
a little bit of resistance, but not too much.
Who is on me?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It came back together.
I have to.
Now, your dough should be the consistency that it doesn't fall off your finger when you turn it upside down. All right? So it shouldn't be lumpy. It should be nice and smooth. Okay, so I use the Pate Choux just to secure my paper down. You can use spray. I pipe at an angle, just because I've just noticed that that's what I'm comfortable with. That's just the direction that my body moves in. Yeah. I choke up on my bag, the same as I showed you guys yesterday when we were piping. This is an 804 tip. I prefer a bigger one. 806 is the best one to use, but 804 is what you guys get in your kit. You're gonna pipe, you can either go across or come down. I don't mind which way you go. But make sure you're starting, if your arms are long enough and you can reach all the way up here, start up there. If your arms are not long enough and you need to rotate the pan, make sure you're starting in the middle and working your way down, not starting at the bottom and working your way up. The reason for that is so that you're not passing over what you've already piped and messing it up. So make sure you're starting in the middle, working your way down, and then rotating, okay? So I work with my knuckles directly on my sheet pan. And when you pipe, you wanna be squeezing from this part of your hand, not from your fingers. Yep, bye, sorry Jen. So the reason you want your knuckles directly on the pan is so that you're using the whole opening of the tip. If you have your tip up, you're gonna cut off the supply. So see how that's like flat? Rather than if you have it open, you get a much wider application, okay? I'm guiding with my left hand. I have my feet shoulder width apart, a little bit bent at the knees. You want your shoulders and your elbows to be relaxed. So you apply pressure, build it up. And then move. Sorry, I can't talk when I pipe. So what I did was I built up the pressure until I got it to be the width that I liked it at. And then as you're moving, the trick is to be applying pressure, a consistent pressure, to keep that same size throughout. And then when you get to the end, you stop squeezing. You come straight down, and then flick opposite.
Oh, you got me.
Congratulations! It's like finding the bay leaf in a pot of soup.
Oh my god, that's so true.
Okay, down, up, and away.
Miss.
Okay? You can come back and with water.
Just to prevent the tail.
That's to prevent the tail. That way you don't have this piece right here. You see how this kind of looks like a sperm? No tadpole. No sperm, all right? Some people pipe this way. That makes me feel so incredibly uncomfortable. Like I want to peel my skin off. Yeah.
Oh my god, my feet are smoking.
Okay, so now I'm going to do in between.
I'm not gonna procedure. You just know how to do it by now. By now, I've never piped a clean. I've never piped. Oh,
So they're not gonna,
What?
yeah. Oh my god.
they're not gonna spread that much.
They're not going to spread that much. Sorry, did I get you?
So why not do them like
They go up. They go up.
the normal grid?
You get more this way. First you can. Questions on this?
What about
Oh, and you can egg wash this if you want to have a little bit of color and shine on top. You can egg wash it. That's totally preference. It will. Good question. If you don't bake it right away, if you egg wash it, let it hang out, and then put it in the oven, it's gonna crust over, and then that's gonna prevent it from rising in the oven.
And if it gets on the sides, will it prevent it from rising like croissants?
No, it shouldn't.
But it won't crack like a crack.
It'll crack in an unpleasant way.
Got it.
How about a cream? That would be better.
Cream puff, good question. Cream puff is straight up and down. So see how when you load your bag, you don't want those air bubbles in there, because then it's gonna explode. Cream puff, straight up and down. Pressure, 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 stop.
Oh, like
So
the
we take the
macarons.
practical. Are we allowed to do
You got
cream
it.
puffs instead of eclairs? Or
Nope.
No?
Nope.
It was worth
Doesn't
a
take
try.
as much skill.
It was worth a try of asking.
Although you would be surprised when people start doing weird stuff like this.
Oh my
What
god.
are they trying to make a pretzel?
I would love it.
Uh,